Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Siri and we are here at my home here in Zoodesia Zoo, and I totally forgot I was wearing a crown until I turned around to say hello to you guys. And here I am wearing the crown that we obtained when we disappeared for a little while into Halloween Town. And it looks like I'm waving around a bone right now too, so that is so awesome! But wasn't that the most amazing thing ever? I am so happy, pleased as punch, to see how hard Pavo worked on that mysterious dream realm, and also very, very happy to return with lots and lots of Halloween goodies, even though it is no longer Halloween. But I really, really hope you guys had an absolutely amazing Halloween. You gotta tell me all about it. What did you guys dress up as? What did you guys have? What's your favorite candy? I spent the day just hanging out with Chips and kind of doing normal stuff and calling my mom several times until she finally answered so that I could wish her happy birthday. I was getting desperate by the end of the day. It was like 9 p.m. and I had been calling all day long to try to reach my mom so I could wish her happy birthday, because what kind of daughter doesn't wish their mother happy birthday on their birthday? And especially if you got a good relationship. I could understand if you have like not a good relationship with your mom, but I have a pretty good relationship with my mom, and I was so worried, you guys. I was so worried I wouldn't be able to reach her, and she finally answered the phone like at the very last minute. I was so relieved. So happy birthday to my mom. Last year we actually spent an hour collecting mobs that are still sort of sitting in safari nuts down in our little stasis chamber, which, whoops, I really need to build more exhibits faster. And I didn't even have a single trick-or-treater. So if you guys had lots of trick-or-treaters, if you guys were the trick-or-treaters and you got lots of candy, I want to hear all about it. Because we have lots and lots of trick-or-treating candy loot to put away. And some that's not even loot, like fish bones, golden thread. I just feel like that is just begging us to start working with the tree nymph again and doing dog quests so we can explore more of the magic that is in our world at some point too. But don't worry, I also spent all day today, which is why this episode is very late, at the zoo! I went to the Detroit Zoo for the very first time with Chips, my wonderful darling, who I think is still upstairs, and I went to the Detroit Zoo and we had a great time. I took tons of pictures to get lots and lots of ideas for how we want to lay out our zoo here in Zoodesia, what we really want to do here, how we really want to show off animal education and welfare, and ways that you guys can contribute some pretty fun ideas for how to expand our zoo. So enough babble. We're going to go ahead and start putting away some of the things that we collected from our little adventure. I kind of want to keep all of the witches' herbs and everything tucked somewhere else, and we do have all of the sunflower bouquets too. That's going to be one of our big goals today, and we have some mail. So our goals today are going to be putting away all of our Halloween trick-or-treat candy treats and putting away all of the stuff that's in the mailbox. I haven't even looked in the mailbox yet, so maybe it's just one thing, maybe it's a whole bunch of gifts from our friends. And then we are going to actually pull up everything. Oh my goodness, Agent Noodle Doodles, did you literally just jump from that balcony down into the garden? I think you did, sir. Are you feeling okay? Agent Noodle Doodles? Meow, meow, he says. I think he just... Another golden... He got a butterfly. He got a butterfly. Well, thank you, Agent Noodle Doodles. I'm glad you're taking care of the garden. Oh, that's so sad though. A dead butterfly. Another one. He really goes after these yellow ones. I actually spent today in a butterfly house too, which was so exciting. I had a really great time watching them all flutter around. And the blue morphos were big, beautiful metallic butterflies. I wonder if my butterfly book that we have somewhere here talks about them, but they were big, beautiful metallic butterflies that I totally fell in love with. But yeah, we've got all of these little sunflower pieces, which I think are going to be amazing decor for an autumn garden. And that's going to be one of our projects we're going to work on today. I think you can even make these, if I remember correctly. You can! You just have to put a bunch of sunflowers together and you make a sunflower bouquet. You guys, we need to make a flower stand, an autumn flower and mushroom stand. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I think that would be awesome. Agent Noodle Turtles, careful there. I almost smacked you in the face with a sunflower. But I think that would be amazing. I do have a lot of ideas for things that we're going to start doing for the month of November to actually see projects finished. No more will I be just the Rambly Siri or just the let's do a goal and then I get discouraged Siri. We're going to find a good balance between the two. And today that balance is going to be putting away our stuff, chit-chatting about my trip to the zoo and what we did for Halloween, and then looking over all of the stuff in the mailbox. So let's start by making some room and putting all of this candy away, which is great for Chips. I'm not really much of a candy person myself, but we're also going to tear up the summer garden. We're going to get rid of the summer garden. We're going to put away a whole bunch of the decorative summer plants, and we're going to get ready because I think tomorrow what we're going to have to do do, if we have an adventure tomorrow, that is, we're gonna have to move the coconut crabs because they're very, very summery and amazing. But we're gonna have to move the coconut crabs, and we're gonna have to think really hard about what kind of ambient animal we want running around in our garden for autumn. So I need you guys to help me figure out the autumn ambient animal. Should it be a bunch of squirrels? Should we maybe go on a mass squirrel like curing expedition for the Wellnut Center and just heal all of the squirrels they can possibly get, and maybe they can start getting some like multicolored squirrels. They might start getting black squirrels like have been showing up here at my home, or the tiny red squirrels. Should we do a bunch of squirrels? Should we try seeing if there's like some sort of chipmunk somewhere in the world we could have? Yeah, we need to look into that. We can put in some sort of autumn animal, or maybe it'll be something totally unexpected. So I can't wait to see your guys' suggestions on the ambient, meaning kind of in the background. That's what the word ambient means. Autumn animal that we're going to replace the coconut crabs with. And the coconut crabs, next time we go on our adventures, our next goal is to put the coconut crabs somewhere where the climate is a little warmer. It's getting kind of chilly here. I'm sort of surprised to see that these things have still stayed alive. I don't think that the summer things are going to be growing as happily now that it's just getting a little bit cold. You know what I mean? So I think we're going to go ahead and move our coconut crabs over to this little cove, and you can actually see there's giant patches of coral that we might be able to check out too. Oh wow, look at how the coral grew right inside of here. Wow. So we'll fly over either on Aster Seed or one of the now 2 sunflowers, and we'll scope out a good spot. What I really want to do with this cove is turn it into our marine area and sort of like rope off, kind of like neonated, rope off this entire cove, and maybe have whales and all sorts of things swimming around. Maybe have an area maybe over here where you can go scuba diving, because we do have scuba gear now, so that would be really fun. But we can try making a little home maybe on one of these maybe on one of these little islands for the coconut crabs, so that they can have a proper exhibit. And one day we'll have like a way to get over there too. So that's another goal. All right, let's put the candy away. Whew, but yes, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, where am I putting my candy? I know that candy. Oh, look at all this delicious candy. The icy toffee apple. And then we've also got the Yutsu candy. I have so much Yutsu candy. And peppermint, which is delicious. We have chocolate bars, which will make Chips and both of my wonderful host daughters, Bluebell and Primrose, who love sweets because they're little mates. That'll make them very happy. And then let's see, caramel apples. I actually love caramel apples. I'm not much of a sweets person, you guys know, but I love caramel apples. They're so yummy. And then we have chocolate candy. And is that all of our candy? And then we have the witch's herbs. I don't want the witch's herbs to get mixed in with our other stuff, because I think that might not go very well. And then cobwebs. And I guess we can take the leather apart. Yeah, we'll go downstairs. We've got plenty of enchanting. So we'll go downstairs. And what was that? Oh, it was just a telescope. I was like, what are those legs? What creepy, like, 3-legged Enderman has snuck into my house? That was literally my first thought. Oh my goodness. Let's see. And we'll put away some of the random things like the coal that has come in here, the leather, and more chest. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll take apart the leather like we do when we buy the leather tunics and things like that from Junior, because we usually need leather for making item frames or books or other useful things. And we'll put away the bone meal and the eggshells. And let me see if I can find, where's our good chest to store? Haha, string and cobwebs. All those cobwebs that showed up when we got teleported to that little dream realm. I'm not going to complain. Going to dream realms can be pretty fun, actually. All right, we'll put this away. And that was actually really, really fun. I had a fantastic time. So thank you guys. Oh, and now it's raining. Thank you guys so much for your positivity and excitement over all of that. We got the hoarders bookshelves. I feel like we need like our own little office to start studying some of the more mysterious magical pieces, but we do actually have precedents for that downstairs. I'm hesitant to go downstairs because of how many vampire penguin bloody mystery nethery things are spreading around down there. But you know, you've got to be brave, and I can't be afraid of my own basement. That was when I was a little kid, and now I need to be a little bit bolder. So we're going to go ahead and grab this chest, and then I should probably take a sign and say warning magical-y things, and we'll put this downstairs. And what we may start doing, I'm not sure if we should do it. Oh you happy birthday. Why happy birthday, the vampire penguin? Why must you spread all of this chaos through here. It looks like he's destroying my little, like, my ore berries. Don't you mess around with my golden ore berries. I need those to cure zombie villagers. Oh gosh, and the flesh is spreading. The nether creepiness. No, stay. I'm just lucky that these vampire penguins aren't big enough and tall enough to jump over that. And actually today when we saw the giraffes at the zoo had the same problem where they can't really go and jump like more than a couple of feet at all. They can't really jump. And so to keep the giraffes into their area, they didn't even have really a fence. They had a fence to keep the people out. But for the most part, they just had this big pile of like rocks that sort of blocked them from being able to just go like vertically up 3 feet. And that was plenty to keep the giraffes in. It was really surreal to see. Experiment 626, you have clearly been breeding yourself or cloning yourself, I should say, like all over the place. I'll have to deal with that in the future. But yes, in the future, one day, we will have to deal with some of the magical-y things like this. This is really cool, the way the creeper glows. So we'll go ahead and put this here. And right here, we'll put warning. Magical contents. Magically contents. Oops, contents. There we go. Yeah, that should do for now. All right. I kind of don't want to leave my hat here, but we'll leave the hoarder's bookshelf and we'll leave all of those. Maybe the stuffed spiders, this bottle of enchanting, the Halloween credit, the golden thread. Let's see, maybe the fish bones, who knows? That's enriched soil that we actually got from over in Halloween Town. So maybe these seeds are special too. Who knows? Maybe the raw fish, we might have to investigate this. All of that could be quite the interesting mystery. I forgot we got the lilac bouquets too. And yes, I know we got these from a snow queen, but I don't want to turn them in. I will go ahead and leave the crown here though. Maybe the crown has some sort of special property. There we go. All right, so we'll save those for another day and another adventure, and let's go upstairs and see what our mail is. Dun, dun, dun. And like I said, don't worry, I have a new plan. If you guys have been watching our update vlogs, you know I have always struggled with having more ideas than I have practical, like, sense. I have more ideas than I have common sense. And so I often overwhelm myself with wanting to do 18 million bazillion things. Also, it's cold and rainy and I need food. So let's get something nice and hot and toasty and warm. Potato soup! Chips and I actually stopped at our favorite vegan restaurant on our way home. And we did have some potato leek soup and a TLT, which is a tempeh, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, and it was amazing. Oh, and I'm still a little hungry. Okay, let's get something to drink then. Let's try Sip of Destiny. That sounds delicious. All right, there we go. But I did have potato and leek soup today because it was a chilly autumn day, and it's been like non-stop raining where we live too. So I'm really surprised that, hang in there, coconut crabs, you guys just have exoskeletons. I need to get you guys somewhere warm. So we really do need to tear up our summer garden and then hopefully move the coconut crabs next time because it'll be very important to take them to warmer climate. So that's a huge goal. Oh no, and I forgot to leave these white candles. These are definitely witchy candles, so we'll have to take those. But all right, let's go ahead. And like I said, before I get too distracted, my new goal, you guys, this time is to force myself to actually start following our to-do list more. And I know you guys have heard that a bazillion times, so I don't expect you to believe me. I don't, but I'm going to do my best so that we can try getting different areas done. And I think a big part of that may help by dabbling in a little Zoo Tycoon 2 again so that I can remember what it means to run a zoo. And I did visit a real zoo today too so that I could kind of get that vibe and take it all in. And it's just so, it means so much to me. There is a huge part of me that is there, like at the zoo, wishing I could spend my day there, making people feel really passionate and educated about the animals there. And that's what we do here in our world with Zoodessia Zoo. And so I really want to dig into that and add in, my goal is to like have certain number, like 3 new exhibits per area, and then like 1 attraction and maybe 2 restaurants before we add in a whole bunch of NPCs because they add so much and can tell so many like bits of information. And then we'll move into a new area and like say we'll work up in the mountain zone for winter, and so we'll focus on like 5 exhibits and like 2 attractions and 1 like place to eat or 1 education center or more, maybe more than that. And yeah, keep your ears out, you guys, by the way, because I have a really sneaky fun new idea for how you, yes you, can encourage some pretty awesome ideas for enrichment items for our animals, which is the best way to take care of the animals. So yes, I don't expect you guys to believe me. Also, thank you, Agent Noodle Noodles, you have given me some overgrown grass, but I will prove to you through doing. That's the best thing you can do. Words are words, actions are actions. So, hello, Jude. Don't mind me. I'm just thinking about all sorts of things because I'm fired up from visiting a real zoo. All right, and let's see. Oh, hey now. Neighborly note from Jeannie. Neighborly note, is it? Dear Siri, greetings of the day to you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Bottle Genie. Genie for short. Oh, winky face. Well, on my travels, I happened upon your marvelous menagerie. Such a wondrous collection of flora and fauna. I was so inspired by your zoo that I have decided to finally allow myself to follow my dream of bringing back my most precious of beasts back from extinction, magical horses. To do this, I have retained the help of the most dedicated friend and colleague, Morgana. She will be able to make and gather the elements I need in order to breed the bloodlines true. We have located a substantial amount of land a few leagues away from here, and that will do nicely and have enough room to house other wildlife, current or extinct. Oh well, must hurry off. The movers are due any day now, and I'm anxious to get started. I have already gathered a fine herd together and experimented with some crossbreeding. Soon I'll be able to realize my dream. You and yours are welcome any time. I have one or two of our four-legged friends who are chomping at the bit to go for a gallop if you feel so inclined, lodged in my stable. Just be careful around Gohan. He's nervous around new people. Many blessings upon you, and the light that always shines within you. Genie. Oh, Genie! Oh my goodness. So that means we can go and visit Genie. It sounds like she's working on breeding up magical horses, you guys. That's something I've wanted to do for so long, but again, the list of things I want to do is too long, and I need to search my soul and actually complete projects. Oh, it's so hard when there's so many adventures that pop up all the time. But that'll be so fun. Maybe we should go to our farm sometime in the future, like maybe on one of our Saturdays where we try to spend time visiting one of the other places. Maybe we should go to our farm, gather up tons of our wheat, and take a whole bunch of hay bales as a gift. And apples! Hay and apples is probably like two of the only things that we actually have growing at our tiny little farm down here anyway. So that would work out really well. Yeah, we'll do that someday in the future. Thank you, Jude. Is there anything else? Oh my gosh. Okay. House clearance by Ben. And he's got a zombie villager and some nets, and he's... What? Like a stack and a half of essence berry bushes? What am I going to do with that many essence berry bushes? What am I going to do with that much essence? Oh my gosh, that makes us like ridiculously wealthy in essence. What? Oh gosh, Carlos, don't jump out of there. Siri, found these while clearing out useful things in my house before wiping Akira off the map. Hopefully you can find some use for them since levels haven't been a problem for me in a long time. From Ben. And yes, don't worry. Oh, thank you so much, little hedgehog. I'll have to see if I can teach you how to put down some different kinds of seeds for autumn, huh? Some more little dandelions from the hedgehog. But yes, Ben and Akira have actually disappeared into a mysterious project somewhere else out in the world today. So, or not today. Like they've been... I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors for a long time, hedgehog. So Akira, we can't go visit anymore, but that's because there's new projects underway. So we'll have to go on the teleportation chameleon and definitely try to spend some time visiting our friends in between actually focusing on projects. All right, let's see. Anything else? I think, oh, there's food! There's so much food! There's cinnamon sugar donuts and apple cider. I love apple cider and caramel apples and roasted pumpkin seeds. I love roasted pumpkin seeds and pumpkins and apples. This is so cute. I love how it was arranged. Happy Halloween from E-Rose. Happy Halloween! Enjoy some freshly made donuts and apple cider. E-Rose. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. There's so many presents. Oh, I love this place. I love being able to share all of the gifts with everybody too. So there we go, you guys. We've got quite a bit of information there. Ben's up to something mysterious, and Jeannie has come to our world, and she's trying to breed up magical horses. So we definitely need to go visit her and see what that's all about at some point in the future. And E-Rose has been so sweet as to bring me tons of delicious things that I'm sure we can enjoy for the sake of autumn. So this also works like as autumn things as well. Maybe we'll put down the gourds like over here. All right, let's go put the books and things away. My puppies, if you guys are wondering where they're at, they're still over by the black bear exhibit. And then yes, we've got to take care of Oh, thank you, Agent Noodle Doodles. You've given me another spice leaf. We've got to take care of our coconut crabs tomorrow because it is getting too cold, and that is just a practical pressure that we need to move them to a warmer climate so that they will be nice and safe and happy. And we do need to tear up the entire autumn garden, or the entire summer garden, so we can make it into an autumn garden, which is going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, I always have a hard time saying goodbye to my gardens, but it needs to be done. So let me see. And I need to put some of these things away. But yeah, oh, thank you, Martha. Yes, I know I need to write more notes to more people and request things like the well and everything else that I need added to my house too. But we'll get there, Martha. I am trying it's not new. It's just I've failed multiple times to actually commit and follow through to sticking to a bit of a schedule. And that's kind of because I get nervous about what you guys would like to see at times. Is this going to turn into pumpkin? Pumpkin, will you turn into pumpkin seeds if I just stick you into pumpkin? How do you become pumpkin seeds? Oh, you become, oh, I'm gonna turn all the pumpkins E-Rose gave us into pumpkin seeds because I love pumpkin seeds as a snack, and we're gonna leave those inside the oven. Dun dun dun. But I get kind of nervous, and you guys know that about like, oh, what do people want to see? What do they want to watch? Oh gosh, and then I start tripping over myself. But you know what? I've learned the truth of it is it's just about enjoying the adventure, and especially after being at the zoo today, and there were so many places where I wish I could volunteer there, and I wish I could like clean this up or clean that up, or like it broke my heart to hear a mom walk by with her little kid and she was like, oh goodness, look at the snakes. Snakes are so slimy. Did you know that, honey? And I wanted to turn around and be like, no, snakes aren't slimy. And it was just like, ah. And then they had an actual video inside of the wolf area, and no, I wasn't able to get any good pictures of the wolves because they were asleep. There were two of them, a black one and a white one, and they were sound asleep, like passed out inside of their little home, their little den that they had. And the inside of the wolf like actual education center, which was very, very pretty, there was a video playing talking about alphas and omegas and beta wolves. And you should have seen Chips's face when we heard that, because he just looked at me and he was like, oh boy, because he knew I was about to go off, and I went off and I was like, no, this is bad science. And I looked at like the video, and it was actually from a couple who has researched and photographed and studied wolves for a very long time, but neither of them are scientists. And the stuff that they've proposed as being the true facts of wolves with the alpha, omega, or beta theory, it's been disproven so many times. It's been disproven, and it's actually caused a lot of damage in wolf research because people like cling on to that idea so hard. And I have seen it misused quite often when it comes to how to raise dogs. People get attached to the idea of the alpha, omega, beta thing, and then they treat their dogs really aggressively because they're like, I am the alpha. This is the way it should go. And I've seen that again and again and again, and it's bad dog training, and it does a lot of long-term damage to the puppies. So yes, I was totally, I went like all off. Chips was like half cringing because I was just so upset, but he totally had my back too. So it just made me a little sad to see that at the zoo today, and it reminded me why it's so important to do things like this. The thing is, zoos will, not just zoos, but a lot of places will often almost accidentally continue with that kind of information that isn't based in good science, because it takes millions of dollars to build that exhibit. How are they supposed to take the funding? How are they supposed to like go ahead and accept the money from this group if this group is saying, and I want you to say this about wolves, and then once you build it, you're probably so relieved and you're like, oh, we're done, thank goodness, let's hurry, we need to go revamp the prairie dog exhibit, which is what they were doing right now. And you probably aren't going to be focusing on like, okay, what's the latest of the detailed science that people are talking about this species. You're going to be focusing on just trying to make your zoo stay afloat and out of the red. And I can understand that, but it reminded me why we have so much more flexibility, you guys, to constantly be trying to learn. Oh, thank you, Noodle Doodles. Learn and read and share the more up-to-date science, because we're a pixel zoo and it's a lot easier to pick things up and put them down in a pixel zoo than it is by far in a real zoo. By far. I mean, that's not even, you can't even compare the two whatsoever on any level. So I'm really glad to be able to have this place with you guys, where not only what I learned, but often you guys have taught me things that I didn't know. And I went to school for biology. I studied biology in college, and I have learned things that I was taught by my professors that are completely wrong. From you guys, I've learned that they were wrong because of you guys. So I'm really grateful this community is here, and I'm so happy that we try really hard to spread the latest science in different creatures. We try really hard to encourage each other to learn the truth about what species are like, because it's only through knowing what their real welfare needs to be, and it's only through knowing the real facts about them that we'll be able to help them in the long run, and we'll be able to kind of take down the barriers in knowledge and do our best by these animals. So thank you guys for being here and loving animals and learning actively. It's an active thing, zoo crafting, constantly learning, constant discovery, and I absolutely love it. So there's my little ramble on that, you guys. Kind of a little rant ramble, because I was really sad to hear things that I happen to know for a fact are bad science, and it's inaccurate science, and it's actually science that causes a lot of damage to dogs, not just like wolves, but to dogs. So yeah, I'm really glad you guys are here, and I'm really glad that we have a chance to learn more, and we also have a chance to adventure. That's what zoo crafting is. It's a mix of adventure, and it's also a mix of very authentic lessons. Aki! 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 I thought you were gone forever! You guys, this is the best! We found Aki! She was just hiding under this tree. I think she got stuck. Look, she's been non-stop picking these. Aki! I'm so glad you're okay. Oh, I was so worried about her. She was just stuck and hiding in here the whole time. Okay, I will get Aki out of this tree. And then what that whole little rant that I went on about education and learning and everything was about is the fact that that's what you guys do. And thank you so much. Even if you're just here to casually lay back and enjoy the silly adventures when I fall off of things and die and we have to run after my gravestone and find everything, or just to watch our animals do things, or just to see the cool builds in Minecraft, I hope you're picking up some of the importance of the natural world, the beauty of it, and most importantly, a sense of curiosity. There's often new facts. The things that we tout today as the actual factual best of the best in science is probably going to be changed, if not completely thrown out the window, in anywhere from like tomorrow to 10 years to 20 years from now. And the thing that will always keep us strong is staying curious. So I hope you guys will stay curious and be willing to constantly learn and challenge what you think you know is like the absolute truth of something. And then I will see you guys next time. And Aki, I am so happy to see you. I am so sorry you got stuck under here. We'll get her out of here. We'll get her out of here. And then next time we will go ahead. I will start putting up the new autumn trees and removing those melons. And then we will move the coconut crabs. We'll have a little celebration to put in the autumn garden, and then we'll jump back into work with the black bear exhibit. And I actually have a really fun new idea in mind of how you guys can contribute to all of the different exhibits in the zoo. And we will definitely be talking about that next time too. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.